Hi there, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin here with another video tutorial for you guys today. And today is June 25th, which is the day that we, a group of ladies and I, have set aside to make a Christmas project. And we've named it Christmas Challenge Stampathon 2018. What it is some ladies from other countries and myself have come together and set challenges every month on the 25th of each month to create some type of Christmas project. Sometimes it's card, most of the time it's cards, but we have done bags and tags and some other different things. And so this month it is texture. Anything. It could be a card, it can be a 3D project, it can be anything you want, scrapbook page if you'd like, but you do need to create 4 of them. And so I decided to do 4 cards. Now, since it's texture, it took me a minute to come up with this card. But go back to the challenge. I have all the details on my website, and of course the link will be along with the instruction, the sizes, and the products that I used for this particular card. So the link will be down below. But we're going to go ahead and make this. And we're only going to do a little bit of stamping. And I've taken the Merry Christmas from Star of Light. This does come with some framelits. And it is photopolymer. It's a really pretty set. I've used this quite a few times. I really do like this card, this stamp set. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to need, of course, is a wreath. And we sell these boxwood wreaths. They're called boxwood wreath embellishments, and there's 12 in here, and they come out really small, as you can see. And I just want to show you that. So that's how they come. And so what I've done is I've taken one out, and I've kind of just unraveled it, you know, out of the circle. And I've just played with it a little bit to kind of try to get it as much in a circle as I can. Because as you know, when you take it off, it's really tightly wound like this. So I just have to find one end and take it apart like that. And so I've been kind of playing with it, trying to get it in that kind of circle that I want. Now, because I'm using my tag, it's going to let go over the wreath. I'm not going to connect these 2 ends, okay? I'm just going to leave them like that and a little bit open so it'll give me a bigger wreath. Okay, because I want to put my tag over it. So as you can see, that's how it's going to go. Now I'm just going to flare out. I'm going to kind of like use my fingers to kind of fluff up the leaves and stuff like this, because they've been sitting in that box just like a regular Christmas wreath has been doing. You know, you put your wreaths up at the end of season, at the end of the holiday season, and when you get them back out, you got to fluff them up, right? So you're just going to fluff that up a little bit, just to kind of get it so there's you know, just looks like kind of like a wreath. You don't have to be perfect, just fluff them up a little bit, and that's all you do. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some cardstock, and I have my card base, which is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and we are going to fold this at the 4 1/4 mark. And you can score it first. I just fold mine in half. I'm going to use my bone folder to crease it, burnish that edge. And then we've got a piece of Whisper White. That's going to be our mat. It's cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then where our wreath is going to sit on, this basic black cardstock is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and attach this to that. Get that started. Okay. And I'm not always good at this, so I have to kind of like play with it before I set it down, especially since I'm using this the last of my fast fuse. But Tombow works good so that it gives you a minute to move it, or this does not, but okay. All right, so now we've got this ready. So the next thing we're gonna do is our little bit of well, first we're gonna do our little bit of stamping. So this is cut at 3 1/4 of an inch by 3 1/2. We're going to use our triple tag punch, and I'm just going to put it in here, and I kind of put it right between these two lines that are on here. I don't know if you guys can see those two lines right here. So I'm going to put it between those two lines, kind of line it up as best I can, like that, and try to measure it. And then I'm just going to punch, and I got my little flag in there. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get that Stamp Merry Christmas in our Memento Tuxedo Black ink. We're going to ink this up, this stamp up. Okay. Make sure I've got, I think I need to get I'm ordering the refill so I can get, ink that back up. I think my ink pad's getting a little dry. Okay, and then we're going to line this up, and I am doing this up from the side, so I hope that it lines up well. I know you guys can see it straight on, but I can't. Okay, so it did go off a little center. Maybe I could do it on the other side. Let me just do it on the other side. Paper has two sides, right? Okay, so I need to go up a little bit. Okay. So it doesn't need to be perfect, but I do want it kind of, so that's fine. Oh, the S messed up on that one. On that one too. Oh, I had something on it. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go cut another piece and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I went ahead and stamped it, but there was something on my stamp that was messing up my S. So I went ahead and just recut this real quick and then just went ahead and stamped it. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna poke a hole. And you can do this one of two ways. The first time I did this is I used my paper piercing tool and I just went and made a hole. But I'm gonna go ahead and use it's a hole punch. We don't sell this one anymore, but it's the really tiny one. I think this is the 1/16 of an inch. And so I'm gonna punch a hole, but you can use your paper piercing tool, like I said. And we're gonna punch a hole in each end of the tag. Okay, let me line this up as best I can. There we go, we just put two holes there, one on each end. And then we're gonna get out some of our new silver and white metallic thread. It's just really pretty. I don't know if you guys can see it with the bright sunlight. There we go. Really pretty. And what I've done is I cut two about 10.5 inches long. I was trying to measure it for you guys to show because I did have to do this a couple times. And we're gonna fold that in half, and then we're gonna take the loop part and we're gonna stick it through the hole. Now this took me a minute to do on the other one, so let's see if I can get it done really quickly. So this video is not here 10 hours later trying for me to get this thread in the hole. So I'm gonna try to poke that in there. Look at there, that one worked quickly. That did faster on video than it did in person. I mean, off of video. That's the first time stuff like that's happened for me. Oh, let's give it applause. Okay, so let's do this one. Oh, maybe after doing 3 of them. Look at that. Wow, y'all don't know the struggle I was doing off camera before. That's funny. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna make these match up at the end. I'm just gonna make sure that my, okay. I just wanna make sure that each end matches up at the end like this, okay? On both of them. Just because I want them to be even when I fold them up. Okay, so now we're gonna lay that aside. We got that done. And we're gonna take our wreath on our card base. And I used Tombow before, but I'm gonna use the glue dots this time on my wreath to secure it. And I'm trying to decide what side do I like better? What side's poking up the most? I think I like this side. Okay, this looks more flat to me. Now, I wanna make sure that when I lay this down, the piece that got the opening, where the opening is, I want towards this way for my tag to cover. Okay, so let's turn this back over. Let's get a few glue dots to secure it to the cardstock. Okay, doesn't take just a couple. We just don't want it to fall off when they get the card. Wouldn't that be just fun? Oh, thanks for the Christmas card. Oh, there it goes on the floor. There goes the wreath on the floor. Okay, so we'll take that. All right, again, just watch the opening. And I'm gonna put it kind of right in the middle. Okay. And just, there you go, and it's secure, see? It doesn't come off. Now, I am gonna use tape to help me secure this, the baker's twine. Let me just get a couple pieces on the back. Okay. Or you can use adhesive too. I'm just going to use tape because it might be faster. All right, and I'm going to make sure that these are kind of spread apart a little bit. Uh-oh, come back here. Okay. You do not want to lay, you don't want to be taped down, do you? All right. We're just going to make sure our Christmas tag is kind of in the middle of that and not covering. There we go. And then we're just going to, uh-oh. I knew that was going to happen. Come on. Real quick. There we go. And then we'll take our tape. And you, like I said, you can use some fast fuse and that'll adhere to that too. But I thought it would be faster just doing that. All right. Oh, that's a little high. Okay. Let's get that down. All right. I'm able to maneuver it a little bit. So now I'm just going to take my threads. So it becomes 4 pieces like that. And I'm just going to take it a little bit and kind of spread it apart. All 4. There we go. Like that. All right. So we're almost done. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some of our shimmery white embossing paste. And we're going to take one of our palette knives. And I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of the knife. And then I'm just going to lightly put some on the leaves. I don't want to make sure I don't get it on the cardstock or on my tag. I just kind of want a little bit on the leaves. This seems to be fluffier on this side, doesn't it? Okay. And then get a little bit more. It doesn't take much. As you can see, I'm just using a little bit. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. And there you go. Now, I did do something else. And because I wanted it to dry a little bit faster. And we all know that plastic and heat doesn't work. Doesn't go good. But I'm just going to go like this with my heat. Just a little bit. Not heavy at all. Okay. Okay, so why did I do that? Well, I did it because I wanted the leaves to be a little bit more, I wanted the leaves to be a little bit more fluffier, or I don't know, to kind of stand up a little bit more. I'm going to put a little bit more on this one leaf right here because it looks like it's kind of bare. I wanted them to stand up a little bit more to give it a little bit more dimension. And I'm going to put some right there. As I was doing that, I noticed that looked kind of, you know. All right. Oops, and then put a little bit right there. So this is supposed to look like snow on the wreath. That's what that's supposed to look like. All right, I'm going to put that under that rag so it doesn't get dry. All right, that's all you do. And then you just take some adhesive on the back here. And because I put this on here, the best adhesive is going to be use your Tombow. Pull this out. Because you've got that wreath and everything and you can't really lay it down to put your fast fuse. So I'm just going to put some Tombow on here. Really go over that right there. And you could also use dimensionals to lift this up if you wanted to. I didn't really want to give it any more height because of the wreath. So, okay, and you lay it down like that. And there you go. Now I've got now 4 Christmas cards ready for Christmas, and that way I won't be so rushed to make cards in November to send out. I'll be able to send all my cards right after Thanksgiving. So there you go. So if you'd like more information on the Christmas Challenge Stampathon 2018, please click on the link below. There's also a link to the group. You're more than welcome to join. And there's even prizes at the end in November. So a first runner and a second runner up. Plus, we're all winners because we'll have all of our most of our Christmas projects done before December gets here. So please join us over there, and we like to see what you create. All right, guys. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.